Hello and welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. I have with me the beautiful Mimi from Mimi's Holistics. How you doing? I'm so happy you were able to come on with me tonight.
I'm so happy too. I'm happy that you reached out. I was like, Kathy reached out. She wants to do another live, so I was like, yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, I know, and it's I was actually talking to Brandon just the other day, and I know he's got a lot of things that are coming up, for the next little while. So, if you're willing, hey, I'm happy to have you. So,
yeah,
whenever you're free or available and stuff. It's miss you too, Sandra. It's so good to see you. So anyway, welcome everybody. We're so happy to have you here. And today we're going to be doing readings. As you guys know, it is a $10 donation to make sure that you are receiving a reading tonight. I forgot to put the banner. So anybody who is new to the show, please make sure that you do read the banner. It gives all of the instructions in order to get a reading. Also, what was I going to mention? There are some things that we do not touch on, and one of them is health. We don't do legal. Now, I know that you, Naomi, sometimes do pregnancy and stuff like that as well on your own channel. So, guys, make sure that you follow. If you're on TikTok, go to Mimi's Holistics because she is wonderful. She's got a really good channel going on there, and you guys can go and get a reading from her. She's on every day. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about your channel?
Yes. So it's called Mimi's Holistics. You can look me up on TikTok, and I do daily yes or no readings using the dowsing rods. I also do manifestations. So I do 2 separate lives. I do one dedicated just for yes or no readings, and then I do a separate live for manifestations, whether you want to manifest through candle or you want to manifest through jar. And that's when I do manifestations, I do those Tuesdays and Thursdays, but every day I do daily yes or no readings.
That's awesome. So tonight, is that pretty much the same thing? Yes and no readings, that kind of thing? Are we diving a little bit deeper? Just tell everybody how they're going to get a reading today.
So with me, when I do dowsing rods, I need some yes or no questions to whatever situation you're wanting to know at this time. But I'm going to be using my oracle cards as well to get a more in-depth message. And if it's love, then I'll be using my love deck.
Awesome. And your Etsy store, is that under Mimi's Holistics as well?
That is in my, if they do follow me on TikTok, Mimi's Holistics, they'll see my Linktree website there, and they can click on that Linktree website, and it'll have the tab for my Etsy shop.
Okay, awesome. So, and guys, if you do want a personal reading with me, you can contact me through oracleintuitions.com. I did mess up today. Sometimes I forget to put all of the bookings. If they're not coming through the website, I tend to forget to put them onto my calendar. So I actually did that today. I forgot to book off the show and ended up getting a reading. And she was really sweet and she was able to switch it around for me. So I was really happy about that. But yeah, so just make sure. Oops, hang on? I'm back. I'm here. Hang on a second. Somehow I did something. Just a minute.
It's okay.
I don't know what I did. Hang on. Apparently I unplugged my camera somewhere and I don't know how. Hang on a minute.
Uh-oh. It's okay. Technical difficulties, guys. She'll be right back.
Yeah. If I have to come back, I might have to just log out for a second and come right back, okay? I'll be right. Just give me 1 second. I think I just messed something up, but I don't know what I did. Hang on a minute. I'm still here, kind of. I just don't know what I did. I touched something, apparently.
Yesterday, I did a little live with my sister for her small business she's trying to create from home. And she had this filter that it would not disappear. She was trying to figure it out. She couldn't. And throughout the entire live, all you see are these little weird neon people all over her background. It was hilarious.
No. Okay, so just give me a second. I might just have to switch something around here. Just give me a minute. I don't know exactly what's going on because it's... Oh, my camera is being a douche. Hang on a second. Hopefully we're allowed to say that on the air, but even if not, I did. Okay. Oh, this is really weird. Hang on a second. Might be something back here. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, but not that often, so it's really weird. Hang on. I am here. We can keep talking while I attempt to.
Listen, when everything became virtual or more virtual than usual with the whole COVID situation, there was people, you know, like on news that are on the news that were wearing pajamas and got caught wearing pajamas, and
Right?
their children were coming in the room, in the office, and it's like normal now. Like, it's okay when those things happen because it's like a normal thing now.
It plugs in and then it turns off. So I might have to
Reset the live.
I don't know. I might have to. I'm not sure if it's the camera screwing up. Like it's like, or it might be my computer. So you guys might have to just be patient with me for a minute. And hang on a second. Just give me a minute. Hey, Dre, I need your camera.
Hi, sis. Hi, guys. Hi, Willie. I'm trying to see the chat from my computer because when I'm live with her, I don't see what you guys are writing. So I have YouTube open up on the desktop, so I'm able to see the chat as well while me and Kathy are doing readings.
Okay, hang on. Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh, it's just me. I don't know if I'm going to have to leave the live if she doesn't come in the next 5 minutes. But yeah, we'll see. And yes, I'm so glad it's Friday tomorrow. Tomorrow is my youngest daughter's birthday. And not celebrating it tomorrow, but we'll be celebrating it Saturday. Today's the new moon, so you should play the lotto. I think I should click out and then join back in because I don't know if she's able to message me. Guys, I'm going to be right back with her because she probably has to reset the live. Hang on there, guys. Hold that thought. Hold your questions. We will be right back.
Okay, I am here. I'm sorry. I know I have to figure out what happened to Namie, so just give me a second. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened here. Oh, there she comes. Okay. I truly apologize, guys. Hello.
I wasn't sure if I had to leave because you took a while, so I'm like,
No, you know
maybe I
what?
have to reset.
I actually, I think it was my camera. I think my camera must have blown or something like that. Like it's the camera itself. So I ran in because my son and I have the same webcam. Thank
Uh-oh. Are you guys able to still hear me? I'm not going to get off. I'm going to wait for her. The things that happen when you're live, right? You guys can hear me okay? She disappeared. I guess she's going to come back. I'm going to wait this time.
She's doing the hocus pocus.
Because it's still rolling. He's over here like, will I win the lotto? Oh, she's coming back. There she is.
I'm gonna put my question in.
I don't know. I think it's my computer. So I use my I have an old computer up here that I'm using when I do streaming, and I think one of the connections is going wonky. It's probably about 7 years old. So thankfully I have a new computer, but I didn't want to go down and set it all up for all of this. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't be doing a show tonight. So, but we're good now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Real quick, because Miguel has a question. I don't know if anyone else here is new, but he needs to know where he can find your link to send a donation to your PayPal.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's just across the screen. So it is C Rogers 5555. Oh, wait a minute. I just put the wrong one. I put the wrong band. That would make a huge difference. No, that's right. Yeah. C Rogers 5555 at gmail.com. What is going on here? I'm so sorry. Like, holy. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. 5555. I thought maybe I had it on there, but I should. Sorry, Steve Rogers 5555 at gmail.com. I'm just going to put it into the comments and I'll post it up at the top of the link.
Okay.
Or on the thing here. We are normally not this disorganized, so it's kind of funny.
At the bottom of our screen, you can see it. It'll say it in the banner.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it right here as well.
Okay. I usually donate for him. So I have you already in my PayPal as a contact, but he doesn't.
No problem. I'm actually just going to change this a little bit. All right. So, there we go. Okay, I'll just change that up. There we go. I think we're fairly good now. Okay. I apologize to everybody for this whole mess going on. What did I want to talk about today? I actually You know, it's a new moon today.
Yeah, I
And
just told them about that too.
were you just talking about that when I was trying to muck up my stuff here?
Sandra wanted to play the lotto, so I said, today's a new moon. Maybe you should.
Yeah, you know, actually, you know, it's a new moon in Leo, so it's a really good time right now to release, let go, you know, do it's actually really so this is really about strength too, this moon. Like it's really about coming into your strength. This is the time though, and we talked about this a little bit last week. Brad and I talked about it a little bit last week, where a lot of triggers are going to be coming up, you know, or they may have come up. You may have found that they came up in over the last week or so. And this is the time, like I've noticed, even doing readings, and I don't know if you've experienced this as well, Naomi, but even doing readings, I'm finding people are more agitated. It's almost like they're reacting from a place of fear rather than reacting from a place of personal strength and faith and, you know, just having you know, it's almost like there's been a lot of energy. It's like, I know what I want to do. You know, and they might even have things mapped out or planned, and they've been doing manifestations and all of that stuff. And then this week came up, and it's like, boom. Oh my God, all my old fears are coming back, and I'm panicking. And you know, and you know, it's interesting because that's exactly what's, you know, that's what exactly what's been happening. And but here's the interesting thing: we got to take it a little bit as take it as a little bit of a test from the universe. Are you ready for the next step? So it's okay if the triggers come up. Okay, it's okay if the triggers come up. And I want people to know this because a lot of times the triggers come up, and we've talked about this so many times on the show. It's okay that the triggers come up, but it's what you do with those triggers and recognizing them and going, oh, okay, why am I panicking? Why am I freaking out? Why am I having heart palpitations? Why do I feel, you know, all of those things. And there's a lot of old energy that is rising to the surface. And this is within both our masculines and our feminines. So the masculines tend to be going back to old habits or old behaviors that they are no longer serving them. So let's say, just as a weird example, let's say somebody, you know, let's say there was a man that reacted a lot to fighting, you know, was one of those that, you know, goes to the bar, has a few drinks, fights with everybody. But then, you know, here's the thing, they grow up, right? Hopefully. And they, you know, work out those issues, they work out anger management, whatever it is. This could be the time, especially with you know, masculines, that they're going back to behaviors that they know aren't going to push them forward. Right. So if somebody's overly aggressive or dominant or, you know, in that type of behavior that they used to use, maybe especially, you know, perhaps on the feminine, right? We have to recognize the fact that it's there for a reason. It's for us to address, to take a look at, and to release. And the same with the feminines. I think a lot of the feminines are going more through the emotional triggers than the actual behavior triggers. Like we might get a little bit paranoid, we might react to it, but it's more internal than it is, you know, external. But again, that kind of depends on how somebody's balanced. Like some feminines have more masculine, right? We have a more masculine energy. They might have a more feminine energy. So, you know, just sort of take a look at your triggers over the next week or two, see what you're reacting to, see if you are reacting to stuff, and recognize it for what it is, and kind of just take it a little bit as a test from the universe. Are you ready for the next step? Right? And that's how we catch ourselves and go, oh, okay, wait a minute, I know what this is. I know what this crap is. I know why I'm doing this. Letting it go. Just letting it go. So, or working through it. Maybe even asking yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I behaving like, you know, like I did 4 years ago or last year or last week or whatever it was? Hi, Mitty. Yeah, you can absolutely send a donation through Interact. It is the same email address, and donations can be made either through PayPal or through Interact. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Make sure, everybody, that when you put your question in, that we do get your name, your birth date, and any other person's name and birth date. And also, if you can kind of give us a more detailed, question, like what it is that you're looking for. So if, instead of just saying, what's the energy between me and blank, 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 kind of give us some details. Like, are you dating this person? Are you with this person? All of that stuff, because we are doing, this is through chat, and we want to make sure that we're connecting to the right energy. So when it's just something like, tell me about so-and-so. Well, I don't know who so-and-so is. So, give me, like, we're good, but come on, give us something here, right? Give us some detail, because that really does help.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to write down everybody's question. And also, if you do donate, make sure that you guys let us know that you've donated, because sometimes we will perhaps miss it, and we don't want to miss it. Okay. And it's not going to be a super long show tonight. So at some point here, I might just, I'll let everybody know, that we're going to be on the last. So, all right. Perfect. Okay. I just want to get these organized. Is there anything you want to talk about? Did you find that at all? Like with the triggers and stuff like that?
Oh, I have. I've been super emotional, more than usual, and picking up a lot of other people's emotions as well. Like during my readings today, oh my gosh, I was just picking up a bunch of people's emotions, and I cried during my live today. And I usually do not do that. And even during manifestations today in my live, I was like, what is going on? Like, is it me? Or what is it?
Yeah. That is so wild. It's interesting that you bring up, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it was so funny because my son and I were driving to the store today, and I was, there, I don't know, it just seemed to be like, I was stopping the car, and, when you're in the shopping mall parking lot, you're letting people cross in front of you, right? From the store to the parking lot, right? And I would stop my car and, let them pass, and they would wave and whatever. And there was this one little lady, and she had parked close to, like, how the parking lots will sometimes have like rocks. Yeah, not rocks on the parking lot, but like a boulevard, and it has rocks instead of grass,
yes.
That kind of thing. And she had parked close to that, and she looked like she was going to fall or trip, or, and as we're kind of driving by, and I leaned out the window and I said, do you need help? And she's like, no, I'm okay. That made me cry. And I'm like, what in the hell is wrong with me? I had these tears. I mean, I wasn't bawling like a baby, but Dre's like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, why would that even make me sad? Like, I just felt so bad that, she was doing this on her own or something. It was just something emotional. And I found that as well, like, where you're just being hit by other people's emotions, for sure.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mitty. I hope I'm saying your name right. Just make sure that we have, again, your all your information, your first name, sun sign, person's sun sign, if you want the reading about somebody else, and also just a detailed, question, so that we know. And I believe that we can pretty much start reading. I'm just going to go on to a few minute break here. We're just going to take a 3-minute quick break so that Nami and I can grab some water, go to the bathroom, get ready for a big reading, and we'll be right back. Okay, you're okay with that?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we'll be right back, guys. Just give me a second here. And hopefully maybe I can figure out what the hell's going on with my camera. All right. Okay, we'll be right back. Hello, we are back. We're back. Okay. Okay, I'm just Midi, I am just checking I just don't know if I have all of the details. Just a second. She had said that she had written them in the details. Okay, yeah, she is.
I just realized she's from my TikTok.
Oh, is she? Oh, fantastic. Okay. All right. Are you able to put what it is that you do, just to, like, I don't know if you're looking for like a different career path or something within your actual career. Now, I never tell anybody what to do with their career. That is, something that I personally don't feel is, I can't tell somebody what to do, but if you can just give me, some sort of general idea. All right, so we're going to actually start with Asandra. So Asandra's question is, just a sec. I got it here. Just sorry. Okay. I'd like to know if my spirit guides want me to medically retire or apply for jobs. So, I mean, the first thing I heard, Asandra, honestly, I kind of feel like I kind of feel like you're looking for jobs. There's a energy here of I'm looking for jobs because I kind of feel guilty about just sitting at home. You know what I mean? Like that's the first thing that I felt, to be honest. I would say, honestly, you know, if you can afford to stay at home, I do feel that there's a lot of happiness or more freedom with you retiring. Now, here's the thing. If you have the ability, because Naomi and I we were kind of chatting a little bit before the show, just very briefly, but, you know, she had mentioned that, you know, you might have the opportunity to work from home. And I do feel, you know, something like that might be, you know, really good for you, you know, just to kind of, I think we had talked before and you had said that you just have a year to go, I believe, or something like that. I'm not sure. But I kind of feel like try not to let the guilt overwhelm you is what I keep hearing. Okay. I do hear this. Like it's like, I don't really want to do this anymore. And, you know, but there is some guilt. There is some energy here of feeling like you have to work or you have to, you know, whatever it is. Right. And I feel like, yeah, if you can afford it, I'm going to say, I'm really hearing here too, that this is time for you to start working on your spiritual gifts. And I also get an energy that some of this is that you're a little nervous about diving in stronger into the spiritual side of things. Okay. So you might be looking at, okay, ways of, and I don't know if this is particularly conscious, like I don't think it's a conscious thought or anything like that, but I do feel like once you actually open up to the spiritual side, you're going to, like, this is going to be like, boom, deep dive, here we go. But you're a little nervous about that, or there's a little bit of fear, a little bit of holding back in regards to that. But this is going to give you that opportunity to really do so. And I keep feeling from your guides, like when I ask the question, I don't feel you working. Like I feel you concentrating on your spiritual gifts. I feel you concentrating on, you know, being at home and enjoying your kids and enjoying your husband, enjoying your life. Like that's what I keep getting. And that's where I keep getting shown. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that helps. I'm going to let Naomi answer.
So I did get the same. I did get that you should retire. I'm not getting that you should be applying for jobs. And I did get that you should be.
Sorry, I just want to bring that up. I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm hearing really strongly, this will help your health.
That's funny you said that. I'm going to get to that.
Okay.
The first card I pulled out for her after asking those questions was recovery. So recovery is like, this is the time for you to be at home. It'd be good for your health. And like she said, it'd be good for you to tap into yourself, your abilities, to be more in tune with energy work as well. So definitely recovery. Like this is a time for you to chill. Like you can chill. You don't have to be going around crazy applying for a job. And then I got compromised too. So compromising, I feel like, you know, you need to compromise at home, maybe with the family, kind of like Kathy picked up, you know, you're feeling guilt about not working. But you need to become clear within yourself what you want to do and what you know is right for you at this time, and compromise with, you know, kids or hubby at home and say, look, this is what I want to do. Are you guys okay with it? Do you guys back me up? You know, I want to move forward with this, but, you know, I don't feel like I can. Like you're holding yourself back. And then the last thing I got was trust. You need to trust yourself. You need to trust you know, that this is the time for you to do the things that you desire, for the dreams that you want to do, like working from home and not have to continuously be working for someone else. And definitely is going to help with your health, because a lot of the things I've picked up from you is, you know, a lot of the health issues that you're having is due to all the stress that, you know, you put upon yourself, that really you don't have to be worrying about so much, because you have this ability to do all these things, to work from home, to retire and not have to worry so much. So that's what I'm getting at this time for you. So I'm not getting you should be applying for jobs.
And as you said in the comments, you know, it's not really what you want to do. Like, your heart's not really into it. I do want to say hello to Khalees, I believe. I wanted to say hello to you earlier, and then I think that's when my camera went all wonky. But I do feel that this is something that I think it's time to go forward. I really do. I really feel like it's time to go forward now. Release the guilt. Like you are, you're just going to be so much happier. You know, but you got to trust your intuition, right? As well. So, I mean, you know, if you're not getting pulled toward that, you have to listen to that. It's coming in for a reason. It's coming in, you know, and a lot of times we sort of get into this place of, again, it's, you know, it's internal guilt, right? Because you've probably always worked hard throughout your life. And so to actually take a break, or to actually take some time for yourself, is, you know, it's something that we don't accept or cherish, or sometimes we, you know, it even goes into, am I worthy of being able to take some time to myself, right? And so you are worthy, and I think it's time. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but that's what I keep getting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I hope that's helped. We're going to look into Will. So Will actually wants to know if he is in a third party situation. Will is a Taurus. I'm going to let you go first. I actually was going to get you to go first last time. I usually like to follow the guests, you know, and let you do your stuff. But I kept getting, I kept hearing this for Sandra really strongly. So.
So I am picking up with Willie that he's in some kind of third party situation. I'm getting a strong yes. So this question is just in regards to love.
I'm just seeing if he had anything else added here.
Yeah, because I don't have, that's the only thing I see so far. I am getting he's in a third party situation. I just wanted to know if there was anything else in detailed in regards
and it's also the other ladies, or the person that he was talking about. So it's Will, he's a Taurus, and then Jamie, she's a Taurus as well. And that's, I don't know if that makes a difference.
Her name is Jamie.
Yeah. I didn't see that part, so.
So I am getting he's in a third party situation. I'm also getting that there needs to be some kind of forgiving, and he's going to be learning from the situation. And he's needing to let go. He's needing to let go in order to move forward at this time, is what I'm picking up for him. Yeah. That's what I'm getting so far for him at this time. I don't know if you're already picking up something for him.
Yeah. It's interesting actually because I did feel like I wanted to pull cards for some reason. Like I was just really drawn to them. But the first thing I actually feel here, Will, is I'll just tell you what I pulled up. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, so what is coming through here is it does talk about the lovers, okay? But I do feel like, remember that originally the lovers were about choices. So somebody making a choice. Do I follow my heart or do I follow my head? Okay. And I feel like what's happening here is it's time to, as much as following your heart, usually we can follow our heart, but we do need that inner common sense coming through. And I am getting the 5 of Cups with the 5 of Pentacles. So there is an energy here of being left out in the cold, or feeling like you might have been left out in the cold a little bit, or some sadness. And I do feel like this is something that you need to work through, like allow it to just be released at this time, because what it is getting shown here, I just want to add something else to it. I got the Death card with the Fool card. So these are actually beautiful cards simply because of the fact that death is about transformation. Okay. It's not about physical death. It's about going through, an emotional, physical, spiritual transformation. And I feel like you're actually in a place of ready to let go, and to move forward. And I do feel that there was some sadness, here, that there is some possible sadness from here. He says, I already know. He says, I met her guy friend at K-Days. Okay. And what you girls talked about earlier, letting go and the triggers coming up. Yeah. Like the thing is that, when you go through this and allow those triggers to be released, there is a transformation that's coming through as well. And it's interesting because I do feel that in some way you were meant to, see that, or, meant to experience that in some form. But the Fool card talks about new beginnings. This is taking a leap of faith, moving forward, letting go, just releasing and taking that next step forward. And I feel that by doing that, I just, what? Can you, I'm going to ask something on his behalf here, if you don't mind, Nami. Can you just look and see if there's something else coming in for Will?
Yeah, I'm getting a very big yes.
Yeah, because I kept hearing that, right?
Yeah, and my last card that I pulled for him, when I asked you if there was anything else you're picking up after telling him that he needed to let go and he was going to learn from experience, that once he lets go, he's going to have big happy changes.
Literally the Queen of Wands or Queen of Cups came through. So but here's the interesting thing. It does say here you got to move out of being in a stalemate. Okay, so when the Two of Swords comes through, it's being in this place of kind of being stuck, right? It's not being able to possibly move or move forward. But that Queen of Swords coming through as well is really saying, just, I feel like, Will, your heart is really beautiful, and I feel like it's one of those, like, when that lucky girl comes around, she is going to, it's like, I feel gratitude from the person for meeting you. That's what I get. And it might not be immediately, okay, but what I am getting here is, like, as soon as you release, like, somebody else comes through that is grateful to be able to have somebody like you in their life. And I really get that energy, especially with that Queen of Cups coming in, because that really talks about also mutual. It can talk about mutual love, like, both of you feeling that love. And, it talks about trusting your intuition and trusting, allowing yourself to kind of tap into the more psychic part. Also, which reminds me, because of your last week's reading, I really feel like this is also something that, again, you have to start working on, is your psychic side, because I keep feeling for some reason, you know, and I'm not going to say like, you know, you're like, you know, it's going to be like I see dead people or anything like that, or, you know, I don't know where that's going to go. But I do feel like you've got to really start working again on your intuition as well. And so I actually feel it's really interesting. I actually feel a lot of strong energy just from the live right now. Like a lot of people kind of developing their own gifts. And I think that this is beautiful. Like more messages are going to be coming in, more insights are going to be happening, and everybody's gift is going to be a little bit different, right? So, you know, if somebody's a medium doesn't mean everybody's going to be a medium. Like everybody has their own intuition and gifts and see things in different ways. But I do feel like yours is kind of being called right now, Will. So it is something, you know, this actually might even help you as you transition out of, you know, this energy, right? By tapping into your spiritual gifts, it will help you to release. It will help you to move forward a bit. So that's what I'm getting. So I hope that helped. And yeah, let's just see here. So we've got Miguel, and Miguel, I'm looking up your question. Just give me 1 second. Did Miguel put his? Oh yes, he did. Miguel. Miguel is a Taurus. Obviously, you know this. I would like to know if my online business will get better soon. Yeah. So right away, I actually just heard a great, like I didn't even have to hesitate on that one. That was just a great big, yeah. I actually, now I don't know how much Jamie's gonna like this or not, but I actually get here is that you're going to start having a lot more followers. Now, I don't know if Jamie online business as far as TikTok or somewhere else, or is it both? Maybe I should clarify that.
He's doing TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, and I did get the same for him, that his business is going to grow. And then I did pull out some cards for him, and I'm getting abundance. So I don't know how much else to tell you that it is going to grow by just those two things alone. I'm getting a yes, and I'm getting abundance. And I'm also getting that you need to listen to your intuition and stop doubting yourself so much. And when I pulled out the last card, that was exactly what it said. Listen to your intuition.
Mm-hmm. I just splattered coffee all over my face. So what I get is there's going to be a lot more feminine followers. Okay. You might even get some unwanted attention. And I know, you know, and I'm serious when I say it's unwanted, because there's nothing for Naomi to worry about. Not that she would anyway, you know, because she has no reason to. But I do get that there is going to be there's going to be a lot more followers, is what I keep getting. Like it's going to start really growing. I do feel a little bit more, you know, that you do need a little bit more confidence. Don't doubt yourself. Look at, literally, I just pulled the strength card coming through. So I do feel that, you know, this is going to be necessary for you. I'm just seeing what else I keep getting here.
It's funny you said unwanted attention, because, you know, he woke up this morning not wanting to speak to me, so upset with me because he had a dream that I cheated on him and he found out. Can you imagine?
You're so silly, Miguel. That never happened. But it's funny how our dreams will really affect us like that, right? Like we get so caught in them, you know, and it's funny. But no, I do feel that with Miguel. Like you might get some, you know, here's the thing, you know, there's so many crazy people nowadays, especially online that develop like these crushes, you know, and stuff like that for celebrities, not celebrities, but you know, people that are, you know, they get to like, you know, you might start seeing that. But here's the thing, and the only reason I brought that up is because it was literally being shown to me, and that's why I felt like I needed to say it. It wasn't to, you know, stir up anything, not that I would anyway, but I do feel that I almost feel too is to not only do, you know, the readings that you do, but kind of start dividing the days up a little bit, kind of like Navy does, where, you know, there's a couple of days where maybe you talk about, you know, spiritual enlightenment or even massage or something like that. Like bring in 1 or 2 days, you know, where you're doing that and kind of break it up a little bit, simply because I feel like that's also going to draw in more followers. But if you have like a set schedule or something, I feel like there's going to be also more, you know, masculine energy that will start watching, and that's where you want to start really bringing in the followers as well, because it's great to have women followers and everything like that. I mean, you know, 99% of our clients are probably, you know, females, but at the same time, when you do bring in that masculine energy or the masculine, you know, followers and people that are watching it, you know, not only are there really good lessons that males can share with each other, that I feel like men need to really start sharing with each other more, because, you know, it's time to kind of get away from that old school, you know, smoking clubs, bars where they're just slapping each other going, hey, high five, glad you got laid kind of thing. Like it's actually, you know, it's time to really start opening up a little bit more, being able to share more emotional challenges with each other without going down into, you know, the feminine rabbit hole that women tend to do, right? And I do feel like that that would also bring you a lot of energy. I'm also hearing, and don't laugh, I kind of hear too, is it wouldn't be such a bad idea to actually even talk about relationships, because you and Amy have such a beautiful relationship. And I think that women need to hear that from a male's perspective without it being, you know, jerky, right? Like somebody who's just being an asshole, like being able to talk, you know, to other men. And even if you did just a little, you know, like even if you just did the 1 minute TikToks or the 3 minute TikToks, you know, where you talk about, you know, what is it about relationships like, and I think you'll find your footing in that. I don't know why I felt that, but I feel like it would be a really good thing to maybe add, because
Well,
I
you
do
know,
feel that men need that.
Miguel sometimes joins my lives and they see, you know, the whole, you know, how we are with each other. And when we have conversations during manifestations and whatnot, and they love it. Like they love the whole ordeal. And I have men and women that come in to get readings.
Yeah.
And they do like it, and they love, I just started doing Let's Talk and Chill Live, where they come in and we can just talk about anything that they want to talk about, you know, and I involve Miguel. And so that wouldn't be a bad idea if he starts doing that on his side of his account, to bring him more business. Because there is men that have even asked him to do specific videos in terms of, you know, massaging to relieve certain pains. And some women also appreciated his videos too. So like you said, going live and, you know, doing a little bit of that and this, it's gonna really bring him more business.
It really will. And I actually see you getting really good following by, you know, continuing to do all of this, right? I don't know why that idea kind of came up, but I just kind of felt like, you know, there's a lot of guys, you know, that are giving, you know, advice or whatever. But I think doing something like this, and I love the idea that you guys go on together too. I think that's beautiful. So yeah. We're gonna go to Mitty. I hope I'm saying your name right. And yeah, no, she says I thought I was logged off. No, we're here. You're here. Somebody is asking about her birthday is August 24th, so she is that Leo or Virgo? I think that is
She's a Virgo.
Virgo. Career advice. I'm looking for a better opportunity as I don't feel that I get what I deserve. Please guide. So she did give a little bit more information here. I just got to find it. I'm so sorry. Hang on a second. She says she's studying law, but right now working as a claims admin, and I'm also looking for a government job as a communication advisor. Okay. So basically, I think what you're wondering is you feel like you're kind of not getting paid what it is that you deserve right now, or you're not being, treated in the aspect of how you should be. I'm assuming, am I saying that right? And you're just wondering if you should go for another job. And is that while you're in school? I'm just going to ask that. Is that while you're in school?
Yeah, that would better help. Because I am getting government job for her, but I'm not sure if she's trying to look outside of that.
Okay, maybe she can just kind of clarify that in there. Just disappointed with my career right now. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm also looking for any better other opportunity.
It's funny you just said that, and I pulled out the card that says opportunity.
Okay, good. Yeah. You go ahead. I'm going to let you go first.
So the first card I got for you was to ask your angels, which is what you're doing right now. So you're on the right track, doing that. I did get that you would get the government job. But I'm getting opportunity. Like there's going to be positive growth for you. I'm not sure if it's going to be the positive growth for that government job that you're looking forward to, or maybe towards another opportunity that may come up for you. So I'm getting growth and expansion for you. I am getting that you're gonna get the job that you're desiring. I am getting that. I feel strongly that you're gonna get the job that you desire, that you're gonna be happy in. And that's all I'm getting for her at this time. Kathy, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So it's interesting because I actually so right away, one of the first three cards in regards to like where you are right now. Okay. I did pull out the Five of Coins, the Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So when I pull tarot, it usually, I always usually work intuitively for the most part. Tarot just actually helps me to be more focused rather than going down a rabbit hole if I feel like I don't need to go down a rabbit hole. But I am getting here that, with this Five of Coins, so this really talks about, again, kind of being left out in the cold, maybe perhaps, not seeing something or not seeing an opportunity or not, or feeling like there is no opportunity. It kind of, is that energy. With the Nine of Swords, it really talks about you being in a place of stress, being, worried about this, it being on your mind. The Ten of Swords, so when I asked about the Ten of Swords, like one of the first things I said is, should she, walk away from where she is right now? Ten of Swords is coming in, basically saying, yes, you need to, shut this down, right? Like it doesn't feel like you're receiving the opportunity or receiving the benefits that you should be receiving, okay? Or that you're not being recognized, because again, that Five of Coins can really talk about recognition, you know, not being recognized, not being seen, you know, all of that kind of energy. So the Seven of Cups came up with the Strength card. So again, it does tell me that there is a better opportunity, because the Seven of Cups is really, you know, about new opportunities, but it's also about choosing and manifesting what it is that you're really wanting. And I feel like what I keep hearing in my head right now is you're sort of all over the place. Like, you know where you want to go, but at the same degree, because of the fact that you may not really like where you are, you're sort of, your head is kind of bouncing all over the place. So boom, 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 you know, maybe I should do here, maybe I should do there, maybe I should go here, you know, that kind of energy. And I'm really feeling like, you know, to, you know, manifest what it is that you want, to kind of be in this place of, I know what it is. I know where I want to move to, you know, or where I want to go forward with, especially with that Page of Coins, because it's saying here that, so the coins are always about grounding. They're about manifestation. They're about abundance, right? And it feels like, especially with this Page of Coins, there could be that new opportunity for a new abundance coming through. And that's what I keep getting. But it is talking about here is that you got to be in that place of open. I'm actually really hearing too, is that same as Mamie, you know, that this government job might just come through. If it's not this one, it might be one that's very, you know, similar or something along that, that line. So she says, I have 4 options in head of what's next. And that makes me confused. Yeah. So kind of narrow it down, or sort of be in this place of, you know, what is it that I really want, right? Because again, you know, what we tend to, you know, it's funny because in career and love, we tend to react out of emotion rather than common sense, right? You know, and or we also tend to act in a place of desperation rather than in confidence. And so with your career, I do feel like you should be in this place of confidence, especially with this Knight of Wands coming through, because the Knight of Wands can be very confident with himself, right? He can be very, you know, go forward. It doesn't mean that he's always going to stay around, because you have another option. You are going into law, right? Or going ahead in a law career. And I do think that absolutely you should move forward in that law career. I do feel like that is going to be your primary. Whereas whatever these other options are right now, they might be just getting you through school, or they might be just, you know, kind of kicking around at this moment. Now, you can always change your mind as far as law goes, right? But, you know, I kind of feel like this is where you should be heading towards at this time. But it's also talking about, you know, a change coming through, especially with this Wheel of Fortune and the King of Cups. So this change is going to be something that is going to make you happy. It's going to make you feel, you know, stronger, confident, more secure. You know, the King of Cups is somebody who's really in touch with their emotions, right? There's somebody that is mature within their emotions. And so basically what it's telling me is that by, you know, this change coming through, you're going to be in this place of going, I feel really strong. I feel really confident. I'm recognizing this, and I'm opening up my energy to receiving even more or even better at this time. So, yeah, absolutely. So she says, so keep working on law and let's embrace what better opportunity I get. Am I right? And
Yeah.
yes.
I got a yes for her too. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I do. I feel like, you know, right now, again, you know, I don't feel, here's the thing, don't settle, right? If you're not feeling like you're being appreciated, you know,
And you said you were seeing gold coins for her, and it's funny because the opportunity card has gold coins in them.
yeah, right? Because that's where abundance comes in, is that when we don't settle, when we don't allow ourselves to just, you know, be in a place. And again, you know, it's like relationships, right? A lot of people, they settle and they'll be like, oh, well, I have to stay in this relationship because there's nothing better for me. Fuck that. You know what? Be single then. And it's better to be single than to be dealing with crap that you don't want in your life, right? Same
Exactly.
with career, unless, you know, of course, you're supporting a family or whatever. I mean, you know, we all have to sometimes make sacrifices. But if we keep our eye on the main objective of what it is that we're working towards, we can sort of just, I guess the best way to say it is, sometimes we do the scut work while we're manifesting what it is that we need to manifest, or what it is that we're manifesting. So whether it's going to school, or whether it's, training for another opportunity or whatever. Hey, sometimes we got to work at 7-Eleven or the bodega on the corner of the street or whatever, just to create that. But at the same time, you always have that long-term goal of what it is that we're wanting to achieve, right? So keep your eye on the prize is pretty much where it comes from. And don't focus in on, the scut work that we have to do sometimes in order to get there. Not that you're doing that. I didn't mean that in any way, Mitty. It's just, And then she just asks, any timeline when I will get this government job or any better job? I don't feel it being very long. Timelines can change. So,
yeah, I don't want to give a definite month, but I am getting this year. So yeah, like you said, soon.
Yeah, I'm actually getting a lot of coins coming through here. And for me, coins are usually mean like into the fall, going into, the winter. So I don't, if you're in Canada, you pretty much got the 4 seasons going on. So, so I would say, fall into the winter. It might be sooner. It might be a little bit later. So, and Willie just has one more question. He says, I was training, but can I move on from Jamie? And Mitty, I hope that truly helped. I hope that gave you some clarity. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Miti, for coming into the live.
Yeah.
For Willie, I'm getting a definite yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that you're going to too. And I know that you didn't probably quite listen to the whole video as of yet. But one of the things that we felt is as soon as you let go, it's like somebody else comes through. Okay. And it doesn't mean like the next day, although I suppose that could happen. But, it's like when you release, you're allowing something new to come forward. And that's what I keep getting as well. So, oh, thank you, Mitty, so much. She says, thank you, Mimi, for introducing me to Kathy as well. Thank you. Thank you, Nami, for introducing me to Mitty.
You're welcome, girls.
Charlie, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're good. We appreciate you watching and coming on to the show. So we have one more, and her name, just let me go here. And actually, this is beautiful. I love what she wrote. So this was really sweet. She goes, this is from Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Jessica's an Aries. She says, I want to thank you both. I asked a question at previous live, and it just happened as you told me. Cameron spoke to me again, and now we are boyfriend and girlfriend. Thank you, Jessica, for letting us know. We are so happy that came forward for you. She goes, I have the opportunity to apply for a job transfer to Boston, but I have to wait for another year. I want to know if this will work for me, and will I have a future with Cameron in the United States? So I'm assuming you are in Canada, Jessica? I just want to make sure.
I believe she's from my TikTok. That's Jessica. I think she's in the Colombia. She's in the country Colombia.
And I'm so happy that things are going well for you and Cameron. That's wonderful. That makes me really happy. Okay. I'm going to let you go first.
So I am getting yes, Jessica. You are going to get that opportunity for the job transfer for Boston or to Boston. Will this job work for her? Will this job transfer? I am getting it will work for you. And is Jessica going to have a good future with Cameron in the United States? Will it be in the United States? I am getting a yes for that as well. So definitely yes for all of your questions. Let me pull out some cards for her. So I am getting, you're gonna get past whatever struggle or situation or
So
doubts
funny.
that you may be having right now. Because the situation will improve. Why are you laughing? What did you get?
I'll tell you afterwards because you're gonna
Okay.
laugh when I show you these.
Okay. So the situation is going to improve for you, Jessica. Like everything looks so good for you. It's like I can't make this stuff up. And the last card I pulled for you was success. So it's success can be success for your career, success, to coming into the United States, success for your relationship. I'm just getting all positive vibes from your reading today. And that's what I'm getting for her at this time.
So the reason I was laughing, how did you state that again? That to get like the worries are going to let go. I can't remember exactly what you said.
She's gonna recover. She's gonna recover from all these. The situation.
So the recovery card. So the 4 swords actually came up with the 4 cups. So and I had literally just pulled that, and I was like, oh my god, okay. So I was actually trying to figure out what exactly was going on with that, because it sounded really positive, and I was picking up this energy of like something was a little bit holding her back or kind of keeping her stuck a little bit. There is a lot of healing coming in. There's a lot of, as Naomi said, recovery coming through. And then it actually shows here too. And I feel like you're already on that path. I'm also hearing too, is don't let your self-doubts come through. This is really going to be a time to balance your energy. Okay. Like, especially with that temperance card, like be in this place of balance, when, sometimes we tend, especially new relationships, not new, but whatever. But we tend to get a little bit, it should be going like this. Like we get stuck in our head. It should be like this. It should be like this. It should be like this, like step by step by step. And, when something mucks up a little bit and it's not being mucked up, it's really just like, I've seen people go into panics when they're like, we were supposed to go out tomorrow night and he had to cancel. Now I guess we're broken up and blah. And it's like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Like, like, like it's okay. Like, and I feel like that's what is going to be necessary here as well. Like this energy of just being balanced, like trusting yourself, trusting him, being in this place of trust. It's actually showing. So as far as you're moving and stuff, it is talking about the death card with the King of Swords. So what were you just going to say? Go ahead.
Yeah, everything you just said. I pulled a card from the love deck, and I got, you need to give your relationship a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Give it a chance.
This is exactly it. Like it's not,
Yeah.
So many people get caught up in the synaptic or whatever they call it of what's going on, and it's like, calm. Well, I don't think he's going to do this. Like, well, maybe the guy actually did have to work. Like if they cancel like 10 times in a row, okay, we've got an issue, right? Like, but
I laugh because Jessica always comes to my live and she's like, does he not want to call me, or is he not interested in me? Is he really busy with work? And I always get the same thing. Jessica, he's really been busy with work. He does care for you. He's going to call you. And she always like, you were right. So she gets caught up in her head and she's thinking something else is happening when it's not.
And I really feel like that's important. Like that was one of the things that I really picked up is like really balancing out, your energy. Like this is super important, right? And or just taking a look at things in a way that you don't have to panic, or you don't have to be fearful of, or you don't have to be in that place of being scared. But as far as he goes, he's got this, what is his birth date, if you don't mind me asking, or just his sun sign?
Or also, really if you could pick up something else for her, they're in a long distance situation. They're in a long distance situation. So, he's he's in the US or works at the U or lives in the United States, and you know, she's in Colombia. So that's where a lot of her worries come too, because they're far.
Right. Right. So what was the question? Oh,
did you pick up, is there anything that you pick up for her in terms of the fact, you know, them being in, you know, different parts of the world, you know, is there anything that she may need to worry about in terms of relationship with him? Because I've always gotten positive for her in her relationship, but maybe you might pick up something else.
I don't feel anything to worry about. Actually, what I was going to say too is that it's interesting because I pulled out the King of Swords. So this is somebody who focuses in on what he wants and he works towards that and strives towards that. I don't feel he's a fluffy talker. Okay. So I don't feel that he's one of those people that, you know, feeds you a line of bullshit and then, you know, he's off doing something else. Like, this guy's focused in on what he wants, what his achievements, where he wants to go. I do feel that work or career or employment or, you know, his own advancement is very important to him. I do feel him wanting to build a family. I don't feel that he's, you know, when the King of Swords comes through, they can appear a little bit unemotional. Like, they might not be, you know, the fluffy bunny type of people, right? But at the same time, they're also extremely trustworthy people, right? Because they're focused. They're not sitting there, you know, looking at everything around. They're looking, like, you know, pretty straight ahead as to their own goals and what they want. And I actually really kind of get this energy from him. I'm actually curious if he might have some air signs in him there somewhere. But I feel like he's like he strategizes. I kind of feel like he's
like
I don't think I have anything to worry about. What's that?
Like he plans ahead. He knows where he's going. You know, he has a plan and he's following that plan. Like, he's not all over the place.
That's exactly it. Yeah. Charlie, I just want to mention all of the details to get a reading are just going across the screen. So if you do wish to donate, that would be great. We can do a reading for you. Absolutely. It just wouldn't be fair for us to, you know, do a free reading when everybody else has already donated. So we're not going to be doing, you know, the lottery tonight or free readings tonight. This is going to be a donation one. But if you want to, all of the information is going across the screen. As far as your job goes, or, you know, getting this opportunity in Boston, you know, one of the first cards that actually came through was the Faith card, right? Have faith. This is the Hierophant. This is getting guidance from above. This is, you know, placing trust. And again, I do feel, however, that it is going to be important to be balanced. Okay. Like, that is going to, you know, how, you know, things move forward, right? Like, they're not going to, like, if you, okay. So sometimes, you know, we've, you know, I'm sure we've all experienced this as readers, is we'll say, okay, you know, this is what I see. And, you know, but this is the advice that's also coming with it. And when the advice isn't followed, you know, especially about being balanced, don't being worried about, you know, this, that, and the other thing, because I do feel, you know, unless it's being shown to you, obviously, in some other way, I do feel that this man, you know, is, you know, faithful and trustworthy. Like, you know, again, he's more focused on work and stuff like that. But when it comes to, you know, moving forward, again, I get the Faith card. I actually feel he may be helping in some way towards this move toward Boston. I don't know exactly how that help would come through. It might even just be, you know, encouragement, but it kind of feels like he may have some sort of some part in this. So I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if he's in a leadership role of some sort, or if he has some sort of connections or something along that line. I don't know where that's coming through from, but I did feel that he may have some help to move you forward as well. So I feel like everything's good. Yeah, sorry, Charlie. Thank you so much, though, for watching. We really appreciate it. Samantha, if we can have your question, please. And I'm actually just checking out. I just want to make sure that everything is coming through. Just give me 1 second here.
I think she's from my TikTok as well. A lot of my TikTok viewers came. That's what's up. I'm so happy.
Yeah. So Samantha, so she is asking about, I'm not sure. Samantha, so just put in your name and your name and birth sign or sun sign, as well as whoever you're asking about, their name and birth sign as well. And also your question, and if you can kind of detail it a little bit, that would be great. And Jessica, you're so very welcome. Charlie, thank you so much again for watching, and we really do appreciate it. Samantha says, yes, hi, Mimi. Yeah, so just put your name and, again, you know, your question, give some sort of details on it, what it is that you'd like to know. Maybe some background. And I think that this is going to be the last reading of the night. So I'm just going to, you know, close down the reading list for tonight. There we go. All right.
So it's going to be like a love reading. She wants to know how their relationship will be once they get back together.
Okay.
So let me, Robert and Samantha. So I am getting reconciliation. They will be getting back together. Will it be better? I am getting the relationship will be better than it was before.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me shuffle for her.
Hey, Jasmine, thanks for joining. We actually have closed down the reading for today, the reading list for today. It is a donation only show tonight as well. So, but just make sure you guys join us next week because, you know, either, well, maybe Amy will be with me. We'll see. But we'll be here next week as well. So if you're subscribed, make sure you click the notification bell because you will get all of the notifications of when we go live, and we really appreciate you guys coming on. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Oracle Intuitions channel because I know that some people do watch off of the I Want to Believe channel, but Oracle Intuitions is mine personally. If you do want a personal reading, you can contact Naomi if you go onto her TikTok, there is a link, and her TikTok is Mimi's Holistics. There's a link there that will lead you to how to get a personal reading. If you'd like a personal reading with me, you can contact me at oracleintuitions.com. Yeah.
Okay, so for Samantha, I am getting that there is reconciliation. The relationship is going to be better than it was prior. I did pull some cards out for you. I'm getting like a flirtatious energy. I'm getting, you know, once you guys get back together, you're going to get to know each other all over again. There's going to be things you're going to learn about each other. Once you guys are back together again. And I'm getting abundance for you, not abundance money wise, but abundance relationship wise. So this could just be that abundance of love that's coming for you when you and Robert get together again. I'm also getting you need to communicate clearly. So communication is super important when it comes to relationship because both of you need to have like a mutual understanding of what's each other's wants. and what you don't want or what you don't like. So that's super important, and that's what I'm getting for you at this time.
We are so in sync tonight, I tell you. So I felt like I needed to channel for Samantha rather than pull the cards. Okay.
Okay.
And so the first thing that came through really was communicate clearly.
Uh-oh. She disappeared again, guys. Just give her a few seconds. She'll be back. We had this happen in the beginning, but hopefully she can fix it real quick and come right back. Let her know, guys, in the chat that we can't see her or hear her, because I can't message through her through this live that we're in.
I think my computer is ready to like hit the big one is what I'm
Yeah.
getting there. Yeah, it's kind of getting on that, you know, like even the slightest, I've been like, okay, the slightest little touch will like, so I think next week I'll be having a new computer up here, but
Yeah.
that's okay. Yeah, so it does talk about communicating clearly. That was actually the first thing that I really did get, you know, coming through. I do feel like the communication will get better, but this is going to have to be work. Okay. You know, Virgo can be they will definitely say what it is that, you know, is on their mind and how they feel. Sometimes though, you do have to push them a little bit. You know what I mean? Because to some degree, they also kind of expect that you know it. So, you know, you may have to kind of encourage it a little bit. Being a Scorpio, you know, you have a lot of, you know, emotions, and you can probably really pick things up, but your emotions are a lot deeper, you know, for the water signs, like your, you know, whereas Pisces and Cancer can be more broadly open with their emotions. Sometimes Scorpios kind of keep things in. So when you have two signs here that are coming through that can tend to hide or mask or not be explicit with their feelings, or be willing to really do deep dives into your own personal core or whatever, you know, that can cause some issues. But I do feel like by communicating clearly and having that communication, those lines of communication open, this is really going to help. It also is talking about, though, I do feel some old habits or something coming through, old energies, and I'm not exactly sure. So I don't know what caused, you know, the particular breakup, but it does feel like there could be some old energy that resurfaces that may have even caused some sort of disconnect in the past. However, what I get here is that by that communication and by the fact that you're both willing to really work on this and that you want this to happen, this is actually going to be much easier, smooth sailing is what I keep getting. So I hope, I don't know if that makes any sense to you, Samantha. I don't know, you know, again, the history or the background of your relationship, but it does feel like I have to agree with Naomi where she talks about abundance. You know,
They haven't been together in 16 years is what she said.
Yeah, so there, you know, there might be some old, that might be where those old habits or old thoughts or, you know, whatever happened in the past, it might resurface, it might come through, you know, whether it's within communication or some sort of, you know, rehashing the past, I guess, you know, or something along that line. Have you communicated at all over the last few years? Like, or is it been, you know, like, has there been communication between the two of you? That might be something that I want to look into too. But I do feel again, is that, it's going to be important not to focus in on that past stuff. It's going to be
Yeah.
really important to focus in on, the moving forward. And again, opening up those lines of communication. There's a lot of growth that's happened here, right? So it's going to be so important to just not be in that place of, oh, okay, you just reconnected. Okay. Yeah, especially for an overthinker, because Virgos can be really overthinkers. Sorry, Sandra.
Yeah, she overthinks everything. Yes.
but I do feel
That's good. Samantha said they both agreed to bury the past. And I was just going to say,
okay.
like, if you guys are going to get back together and make this work, you're going to have to forget whatever mistake or whatever happened in the past to stay in the past and try to move forward. Like, don't bring it up as a leverage in an argument or something, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. Like if there's an issue between the two of you, like Naomi said, don't keep it in your back pocket to bring up later. And this is going to be important for both of you, right? Because I do feel that there's been a lot of growth that has happened here. Okay, I'm actually hearing something here, and I'm not exactly sure what this is about. And I don't even know if it's actually a message. I literally just heard it in my head. Something about a kid. Does he have a kid? Does he have kids? I don't know why I'm hearing this. Either you or him. I think it might be him though, because I kind of feel like this might have more to do with him. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. I'll just kind of wait for her to answer here.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what this is about. And sometimes, okay. Yeah, and Samantha, if you can, I don't know why I heard something about a kid. I don't know if there's a teenage boy kicking around. It's really weird because sometimes when we tap in, okay, we have one child together and he has more. Okay, there we go. Maybe that's why I kept hearing. Is it a boy? I don't know why, but I kind of felt like there might be a kid, like somehow there was a kid here that was involved in some way. So is the child together your child? Like, is it a boy? I kept kind of hearing like it could be like I don't know, teenage boy. It might be a little bit older. I'm not really sure. I just kept feeling that something about a boy. Mm-hmm. Could be a girl with masculine energy. It doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to see.
Teenage boy.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. I don't know exactly. Yeah, I felt like it was a teenage boy, but I feel like, so first of all, I just want you to know I'm not hearing any, bells going off or, anything like that. I think it was just trying to confirm that I was tapped into you by feeling this teenage boy, because I heard it right away. Like there was a teenage boy coming through. Okay. Or, basically showing me that there was a child maybe perhaps between the two of you in some way. Okay. So, and again, sometimes Spirit just shows me things as a confirmation. If there was anything at all, beyond that, because I'm not getting anything around it, in regards to that. I think it was just trying to confirm. So yeah, there you go. And I do feel like there will be movement forward for sure. I'm actually really hearing here too. I just need to put it into some sort of words that make sense to everybody, or more to me, so I can express them. Because sometimes it's just an energy, but I really get this energy coming from him that he doesn't want to hurt you. Okay. And I don't know if that's sort of confirmation for something from the past again. I'm also hearing something about wants to embrace this. He wants to embrace this. He wants to move forward. Like, you know, he doesn't want any more pain, any more hurt, anything like that. So I feel like this could have to do with his core self or his higher self, you know, trying to get this message across to you in some manner so that, you know, just to kind of give you some reassurance, especially, you know, when you're about to step forward, right? But I'm also hearing here too, is that have faith like in yourself and him. Okay, is really what I'm getting. Okay, he has told me that so many times. Okay, well that's, you know what he's telling you the truth, because literally that was his higher self coming through to me to express that to you. So I hope that's helped, Samantha. I hope I gave you some guidance.
Thank you, Samantha.
Yeah. So guys, I just want to thank you so much for joining us. It was a good show. I had so much fun. Amy, I'm going to try to convince her to come on more often. Maybe next week. We'll see. We'll see if I can twist her arm here. I hope I can. But you guys, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for, whoopsie, being a part of the show. I just messed up again somehow. Just a second. Okay. Oh my God. I think my computer's ready to blow. Okay. I just wanted to read one thing that Samantha, she says, the other girls he's been with have heard him, but I never did. But the girls liked him about me. Okay. Yeah. And you're so very welcome. She says, you touched my soul. Thank you so much. So, you know, thank you guys for, you know, for being a part of the show, for being here, watching. We truly appreciate it. Thank you so much again. Take care, everybody, and have a